spotlight is on Nick Chubb. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Steelers and the Bulls on Sunday Night Primetime.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Bulls of Omaha taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah. 2
touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Back to throw, Pickett. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw. Stein. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Back to throw. Stein. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Stein. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
To throw on third down. Stein. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bulls will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 58 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Pickett back to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Stein. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They bring their punter out there now. as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Pass interference. Defense.
So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Pickett. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Pickett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Pickett will look to throw it here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2nd down, here's Pickett. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Chubb is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Nick Chubb, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Valentine now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Omaha's offense back out for another series. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Bryant has it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Still plenty of time, but they're going to go hurry up anyways. To throw on 2nd down, Stein. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Back to throw again. They'll drop that underneath ETN. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A good down to possibly take a shot. And in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Looking to throw. Stein. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Stein. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Stein. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Stein. That is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bulls have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 14-7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it's definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Patrick Mahomes, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we're out to check out another game, and they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Back to throw. Stein. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8. Looking to throw. Stein. A short throw to Ingram. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. Back to throw. Stein. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hernandez. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Stein. But not before they're inside the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Back to throw. Stein. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bulls take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This is taken at the 18. Oh, able to avoid him. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. On 1st and 10, Stein. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on second.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move them into a 3rd and 13 here. Looking to throw. Stein. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
35 yards that time on the punt, and Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Pickett to throw on first down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Omaha's offense back out for another series. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, two-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Throwing to start the drive. Stein. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Looking to throw on second down. Stein. It's caught by Bryant. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
And it's third down.
Back to throw. Stein. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down, ball.
They'll try the left side with Etienne.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20.
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Stein.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
From the gun on third down. Stein. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Here's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bulls have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 54 yards.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now.
And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.